What's up, everyone? This is Press X to start, Press X to react to the PlayStation State of Play. I am your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choice, aka the man, the spider, Daddy Longlegs.
Okay, I am Sean MF Ross.
What the MF stand for?
Minty flavor.
Ooh, freshness.
That's actually why I don't like smoking, because my body feels minty for some reason. I don't know. I don't like weed.
Hey, if you identify as a minty, I'm down for that.
Mhm.
And last up,
I'm Avery. Yes.
respectable. You had to confirm. All right. As you can tell, we are here to watch the PlayStation State of Play, and I think there's no point delaying it. So let's just start this thing. I wonder what game this is.
There used to be a game called Cube.
I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
We have another spectacular show of guts,
Glory and gore for you today!
Is this Manhunt? Oh, is this Let It Die?
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like Let It Die.
Yeah,
I played that for a little bit.
I did too.
Jeremy is packed with excitement. Maybe too much of it. Watch this crazy game.
Is it like a battle? Oh, it's okay, it's a battle royale.
Your face on TV.
Gotta have a line dance, I guess. Right?
Go! Hunting time! Hunter G! Oh, yeah!
Are you guys as impressed as I am?
Got it, Senpai.
Excellent!
Yeah, it's Let It Die.
Yeah.
That was your first look at Deathverse, Let It Die, coming to PS4 and PS5 next year.
Okay.
Now, let's listen to We Are OFK.
Did that jump for any of you?
War.
Yes, it did.
War sucks. In a world full
We
of
didn't miss
war,
anything.
where war is just doesn't have anything to do with politics or race or imperialism. Out there, we look to each other and to our thick arms.
You done?
And you're like, how did they get them that thick? Is this like an alternate reality where arms are just that thick, or are they robot arms? Our last hope is arms.
Luca, focus.
Okay, sorry, for real. PlayStation promo time.
Yep.
I'm just supposed to introduce our band and the game about our band, right? Ooh, can we do something fun with it? Like, can we be like, why is it called
I've
State
heard
of
of this
Play?
game, I can't
What
think
are
of
we,
its
the
name.
president?
Oh, really?
What are we, the...
We've talked about these jokes. Hey, you.
Hi, we're still driving. Jay, I heard back from the mix engineer, and she's cool with getting song stems on Sunday.
Itsu! How's the PlayStation blog post going?
Are hashtags too much? I want to reach more people, but I don't think I trust people who use hashtags.
Itsu, you're the best at this.
I'm proud of you.
I just do things.
Carter,
I don't know what to
you
make of
working
this.
on?
Just a little audio filter I cooked up for Debug here.
Can Debug make me sound like a demon?
Okay. Give me one more run through and we'll take a proper break, yeah?
Okay, hi. We Are OFK is a new music biopic game about us, the indie pop group OFK. It's a 5-episode series about how we started the band here in Los Angeles and how so far we have not screwed it up. You get dialogue choices and texting and flirting,
I saw that his shirt said
each
something
episode lets
lives
you
matter.
play an interactive music video of a new song from our debut EP. That's 5 episodes, 5 songs. And if you join our mailing list today, you get a life-size cutout of our whole band wearing nothing but PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers.
Oh, God.
No.
Nope. Okay, the cutout is still TBD, but We Are OFK is coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in 2022. The future.
The future. Thick arms. We Are OFK.
Okay, bye.
We love you.
What is that even?
Up next, the team at Young Horses shares a big update coming to Bug Snacks.
Okay.
I am excited.
Tater tots?
Did you all see that? Giant bug snacks!
Gosh, we might be witnessing a prehistoric species somehow preserved at the bottom of the ocean.
I don't have a strong
We
sense
need
of
to
scale right
form
now
an
with this trailer.
expedition.
Like how big is that?
Bro?
Why would we go
anybody seen
back
my
after
hat?
the end of that game?
Snacks with hats? That's adorable.
Because you love the game, Avery.
No, I'm talking about narrative. Why would these characters go back?
Maybe they never left. Maybe it's like
That's not all,
Lost.
buddy. Ta-da! We finally finished your huts. So keep checking your mail, do some redecorating, and before you know it, this'll feel like home.
It's probably just an expansion. It's not like I don't think it's.
Yeah.
Can we stop wasting time and get on with this expedition before I'm as old as Shoulder?
Ready yourselves!
Yeah, it's definitely an expansion.
Danger approaches!
Look at that thing.
Hey, Five Nights at Freddy's fans. We've got a security breach.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Freddy and the gang are pretty tired, but they'll be back again next week after a few days of scheduled maintenance.
Have any of y'all played any of these games?
Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex is now closed.
I've kept a really good streak of not
Is
playing
it
the
really
game.
scary?
No!
It's jump scares.
I mean, yeah, it's purely jump scares.
Lights on! I warned you!
Out of all types of horror, I don't got that.
If this is a this is like a full game and not just like a jump scare simulator, maybe I play it if it's like good.
Oh, look at that! He jumped into the thing.
You should be able to escape when the security doors reopen at 6 a.m. Until then, keep moving and try not to draw attention to yourself. If there is another way out, I will help you find it. I promise.
See, they understand their target audience. Why would you attempt to make the robots even succeed anyway?
Please make your way to the front of the building, where you will be given novelty glasses, a voucher for 1 free soda refill, and where you will sign a legal disclaimer releasing us of all liability for anything that might have happened during your visit. Have an awesome night, and we'll see you again soon. Would you like to take a short survey about your experience?
All right.
Cool.
Battle beasts and demigods in a challenging action RPG coming soon to PlayStation. Let's take a look.
Hey, that's Thor. It's captured on the PS5. Cool. Oh, soon. Pre-order now, get Titan Souls free.
Online opponents await in these multiplayer games coming to PS4 and PS5.
Bot Nation Racer?
One way or another, I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you. One way or another, I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet you. One way or another, I'm gonna win ya. I'll get ya. One way or another, I'm gonna give you the slip on the here or another. I'm gonna lose ya. I'll trick ya. One way or another, I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna trick you one. One way or another, I'm gonna get it. I'll see it all. I'll find out who you're going. One way or another, where I can see it all. I'll find out who you're going. One way or another.
Anyone excited for this?
It very much feels like a Chinese rip-off of Mario Kart.
Hey, yeah, Nexon. You nailed it. You nailed it.
魂のるつぼの中で私はあなたたちの戦いを眺めてきた。
Who this? What is? What's going on here?
これもまた
King of Fighters.
運命の導き。
Yeah, this is the King of Fighters. Yeah, this is the King of Fighters.
Hey, my mom. So what does that say about me that all I had to do was show Gladiator? I'm like, oh, what is this?
What drinking?
Online casual. Nothing casual playing online.
Oh, snap, they brought Shirley back.
It's funny, I'm familiar with King of Fighters by playing it about once or twice. Nah, I played it 50 more times. But I'm really familiar with King of Fighters by finding and grabbing the characters for Mugen.
I'm from the Terry Bogard school of this is how you make an American character in a fighting game.
Escape is futile.
Another Among Us clone.
Looks like you're in need of your medicine.
Yeah, look like it.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Bitterbird.
Hi everyone,
essentially
I'm
just like
Emily,
you two.
also known as Norstef. Today
saw
we're
Rooster
excited to
Teeth
share
and,
First
Achievement
Class
Replays game a lot.
Trouble with you. First Class Trouble is an online social deduction game featuring a dangerous cocktail of difficult decisions and wacky possibilities.
Before you hop into a match, check out the range of customization options available to you. As you play, you'll unlock even more, so don't forget to come back to your wardrobe from time to time.
Okay.
Sean's muted.
Let's check out that recent match we played.
That was a good one.
Oh, Sean, are you muted?
When the
You know you're
round
muted.
begins, you'll be assigned a secret role of either a resident or a
I
personoid.
said I don't know, but I know this is
So
Cameron's
this is me. I
bag 'cause
played
you can
as a
make your own
resident in
person.
this game, and my goal was to reach Kane
Make
at
that
the
joke
heart of the
anymore.
ISS Alicia.
I got
It
to
ain't a
play as a
joke.
personoid. So my game was all about deception and traps, stopping the residents at all costs.
Great
Game's like,
outfit
y'all
that you have on
playing
there.
first class
Thank
trouble?
you. The most important question is,
I already got it
who can you
downloaded.
trust?
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought you and I were working together.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes
see, run
going with
funny.
your gut doesn't work out.
Sorry, Dave. I don't have that problem.
You sabotaged the oxygen. Well done.
When a system is sabotaged or a trap is sprung, this is a good time to start casting doubt on the loyalty of the other residents.
Yeah, you had me so convinced. You did such a great job. I even helped you take him
Co-op,
out.
yo, that
You really
happened
got me
so
on this
slow.
game. I never suspected you at any point.
What
Sorry, not
happened?
sorry.
You joke-
Yeah,
joke-
here
One
it is.
person held them, and then you
I
got the
realized
option to
too
kill them.
late.
Whether you're a personoid or a resident, your social deduction skills and strategy are the key to survival.
Good luck, everyone. And remember, be careful who you trust, because in first-class trouble, cocktails last longer than friendships.
How much is this game?
Work together
Well,
to
free.
avoid
How long?
disaster
If
when
it's played
First
in the
Class
Plus, it's
Trouble
free.
arrives to PS4 and
How
PS5
long
next
did it
month.
take them to slap it
PlayStation
together?
Plus members will
There
be
you
able
go.
to download the PS4 and PS5
Hey,
versions
hey,
at no
hey.
extra cost
You
starting
know, I'm all
November
about
2nd.
free. we gonna play this motherfucker. We gonna play the shit out of this joke.
Try it.
Star Ocean
Scanning
game?
craft. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship. The Astoria.
Weapons
Oh, look
activity
at that
detected.
face,
Ready in
boy.
third
Starboard
strike.
thrusters to full power.
Oh,
There's no time.
yeah.
No way.
It looked like it.
Land in ship. All crew members
Look
get
at
to an
that
escape.
Hey, man.
They call me Babyface McGee because my face look like a baby.
As long as it's not Star Wars until the end of time, I'll play it.
Is that a remake of something? Did they already release something like that?
No, Star Wars until the end of time is the Star Wars game that came out on PS2, and it literally took till the end of time to beat that game.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I realized that I confused Star Ocean with Xenogears. Xenoverse? No, not Xenoverse.
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade, there you go.
Is my man wave dashing? What is that, DJ?
I don't know. But if this goes to side scroller, I'm all about it. Oh, look at the lips on that thing.
Are you quite all right?
If it's help you're offering, then it's help I'm
Okay,
taking.
you can roll. Alright.
Damn near the full Federation fleet's moving in on us.
Wish I could say we're good. But the Fed saw to it we aren't.
The crew of the Aegis needs you. Good luck, Ray.
You seek only to devour this world.
I am certain your journey into the stars above will bring hope to the
I better
future
not
of
see
this
any
world.
vehicles in this game. Every fucking body's flying.
Spare me your self-righteousness. I
Well,
shall
sometimes
be
you don't
saved
feel like
by mine
flying.
own hands.
If humanity should
Wonder if they're
persist as it
going
has,
to keep
never will it find
every one of
total
your party
freedom
members
from
to be on
sorrow.
screen at the same
What
time.
hope do
to
we
have
hold
last.
should they descend upon us now?
It doesn't look like it.
You dare
They
try
don't
to
have enough
practice.
graphical
I
horsepower for
swear,
that.
I'll
never
destroy
do
the
that.
Federation
PS5?
ship by ship until there's not a damn thing
Oh,
left.
they definitely should do
I was about to say, call it Star.
it. Go.
Like the Divine Force, just call it Star Ocean.
Is it the new? So that's the new.
Before we
story,
wrap
right?
up, let's get an update on the eagerly awaited Little Devil
I
Inside.
wonder how long they've been.
AKA the game DJ literally gave me a heart attack over. DJ doesn't read links.
Hey, look, I saw the video. I was like, oh, this is all new footage. So it's new to me.
I hope this comes out before the end of the year.
I mean, maybe. This could be a late November or December.
He got a Caesar cut. I like it already.
Oh, he for the people. There's no one else on that train.
Like any other day, Billy sets out on another job. Looks like he's reading the letter.
Oh, they need to fix that text.
Yeah, that's bad.
The job seems simple enough.
Either a large typeface.
They need a background behind that text.
Or a shadow or outline.
He needs to meet Professor Vincent, who should be nearby. Oh,
can we zoom
there's
in a
an
little
old
bit,
lady up ahead.
please?
During travel,
Oh, thank you. I
you can
appreciate
engage
that.
with various people. Sometimes to buy goods, or simply ask for directions.
Is it me or is the text really small?
Yeah, that's the issue with a lot of games now.
On certain occasions,
it looks fine, I guess,
the crew
on the
is
computer with
available
a
to travel
smaller
together.
screen, high resolution, but maybe they can patch it into something.
During world map travel, you can encounter various events, some bigger than others. In this case, a flock of sheep blocking the road.
Oh my god.
Looks like they have arrived near their destination. Billy heads towards an
You couldn't drive me the
eerie-looking
rest of the way?
mansion to fulfill his simple
gas is
task, of
expensive.
course. He's
Okay,
greeted
graphics
by
has
who
got,
seems like the owner.
way different.
The job is to pick up a mysterious artifact and deliver it to Professor Vincent. Looks like it's kept in the mansion's basement, leaving behind the unsettling signs on the wall. Billy enters the basement
I
chamber.
really like that this game, the tech really matches its original debut. Like,
Yeah, they definitely kept with it.
Well, it turns out that the job is not going to be so simple after all. Ever since leaving the mansion, strange-looking creatures constantly appear. Here he is surrounded by a mob, striking and sticking the blade into enemies to pull and throw them around.
That's cool.
During his travels,
Gameplay,
Billy
I'm
needs
all
to
about it.
resort to his survival instincts and make use of whatever he has to
Hey,
survive.
Avery.
Often being
That was one of the
exposed
clips.
to the harsh side of Mother Nature. A desert
Like,
environment.
I did 5 minutes of
is
research and
one
found out
such
more about
place.
this game than DJ did.
Finding
And he wants a
secrets
20-minute video.
and cooking up food is all part of the journey. This time, a sub-zero climate.
Aesthetically,
And
this
worse,
shit is all over the
caught
place.
in
yo.
a snow
This is
blizzard.
weird.
It is. It reminds me
Struggling
of...
to pull his companion out of the snow.
I'm still
What
interested,
will
but
be their
goddamn, this
fate?
shit looks all over the place.
Lead Billy throughout his
Man,
journey.
I only see two
And
aesthetics.
imagine what he has to face. Some expected,
It seems like
more often not.
it's that play school looking simplified character look that you have
Yeah, but in the
This.
water, fire, and the smoke is
Oh
like
my.
hyper realistic.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the world of
yeah.
Little Devil Inside.
That's
Still
our
no
show.
date?
We
Yeah,
hope you
buddy.
enjoyed this peek into what's to come on PlayStation. See you next time.
That's it. I thought we were gonna get a Final Fantasy 16.
That was a pipe dream.
Oh.
That was a pipe dream. Is that DJ? You're the one to control the video. Was that it?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
it.
he said that was it.
Yeah. All right. So that was the PlayStation State of Play. I took notes. They weren't great notes, but I got the list of each game. So we had Let It Die, which comes out next year.
They had
We
far more
have-
clothes on in that clip than I did when I played the game.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
You start out
You
naked,
start
and I
off
don't
like-
remember
yeah.
finding much of any clothes.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. I did not have a great time with that game, and that came out like a few years ago,
It was a
right?
PS4 game. Yeah, they showed it off years ago.
Okay. It doesn't. I mean, maybe it got better. Maybe it's just the quality of this feed. But
For me, the original experience of Let It Die was this is a really cool idea for Suda 51, and it's really cool, and it's got
Mhm.
an aesthetic, and I really enjoy that. I just don't like the always online multiplayer
Mm.
grind level design that it had. It just
Yeah.
didn't do anything for me, so I just
Yeah.
stopped playing.
Came out December
Yeah.
2016 on PS4.
Okay. Oh, 2016. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So that was something. We have the We Are OFK, which is also coming out next year.
What
I
is
like
that?
I like the aesthetic of this game. I don't really know. I guess it's like a conversational type game. You're following these musicians, I guess, while they're on the road touring or something. I don't know. Yeah. After that, we had the update for Bug Snacks, the Isle of Big Snacks. Both of you played Bug Snacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I got the big platinum trophy in it.
Yeah.
My only concern going into that game is if you play Bugstacks and you get to the end of that game, there is absolutely no reason for there to be DLC unless the DLC is dealing with this very specific topic, which that didn't really show. But as the trailer went on, it became clear that this is like an optional area. You get the DLC, and this is an optional area you can go to while you're traveling, and it's like a side story, not like a we have to go back situation. So it's interesting.
Right.
If I had literally nothing to do and it's reasonably priced, something $10, I'll pick it up. It's one, yeah.
I mean, it said it was free.
I'll play more. It was?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, then yeah. There's no 100%.
I didn't get a release date on that. I'm not sure if it was
There is
shown or
a
not.
shocking lack of release dates for a lot of the things they showed here.
Yeah. Next up was the Five Nights at Freddy security breach.
That looks far more substantial of an actual game than what I'm used to as a Five Nights at Freddy project. So that is actually interesting. And that's one of those things where like I can suspend my dislike of horror and horror experiences, like traditional horror and horror experiences, if the core game itself is actually like mechanically good and interesting. So if I hear good things about this, maybe I'll drip in if on like a slow period. But like in terms of just pure interest, no. I also find it fascinating that they've changed the aesthetic of Five Nights at Freddy's from less of a animatronics at like a Chuck E. Cheese to here are buff and slim beings in robot suits.
Yeah, they obviously sexualized the robots and just like, okay, that was a choice.
They know their core audience. They know their core audience.
Sean, are you gonna get that? You interested in that or not? Yeah,
I've never been interested in Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't even quite understand what it is completely. I read a synopsis, something about you're supposed to survive through the night. You took up a job as like a security something or other, but I've never been into it.
From what I know, based off the trailers, because that's as far as I get with this game, like you are like the overnight security person, and you realize that the animatronic robots are like haunted or whatever.
They're not haunted. Okay, so I know a lot about.
They're like super. Yeah.
They're legitimate AI robots, and they are malfunctioning. And when they see you, they assume that you're not like. It's weird. I paid attention to the Freddy lore because it's an interesting franchise to see it grow. And they assume that you're someone out of their animatronic suit. So when they chase you, they're not trying to kill you. They're trying to grab you and stuff you into an animatronic, which would kill you.
Makes sense. All right. The next thing was Death's Door. This is actually pretty cool. I'm actually interested in this. This comes out November 23rd. If you pre-order it, you also get Titan Souls for free. Titan Souls, I believe, was essentially like the boss rush kind of game.
Yeah, it was only bosses. It was like a Dark Souls game, but it was like literally only bosses.
Yeah.
I played Death's Door on PC. I know Jordan really liked it. I was more just whelmed by it. Like I'm not sure if it wasn't for me or I just wasn't in the mood. Maybe I'll go back and give it a shot. We'll see.
True. Okay. Next up was the game that Avery completely called
100%.
Kart Rider Drift. It's free to play and you know exactly what you're getting once you watch that trailer. I don't really have much to say about this one.
I don't think I can play any more racing games for quite a while unless they bring back like Double Dash or something. I'm over them.
You don't need to bring back Double Dash when its best level is in Mario Kart 8.
No, I like the racing with somebody though. Me driving somebody,
Yeah.
That's what I like about Double Dash.
True. Oh, like the co-op aspect.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense. As I said, the Kart Rider Drift is free to play. Next they showed was King of Fighters
11, I believe.
15.
Is that 15? 15? Okay.
Oh yeah.
What I don't know is if that's a new game or not.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
The problem is King of Fighters. King of Fighters is suffering from the Street Fighter V effect, where when Street Fighter V was announced, everyone was like, "Oh, this is just Street Fighter 4. This is just more Street Fighter 4," because like they didn't really change the aesthetic. Well, this new King of Fighters, they haven't changed the aesthetic from the last game, so it really looks like, oh, this is just more of the last game. But I'm genuinely happy that King of Fighters is still like a viable franchise. Like I know it's super popular in South America, and I think that's where it's getting a lot of its juice.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's their fighting
awesome.
game.
Oh, that's really cool. I had no
You
idea.
said South America?
Yeah.
Dope. Should introduce them to a game called Tekken.
Yeah.
No. Next up was the PlayStation Plus title, First Class Trouble. This is the
social deduction game. It's essentially a higher resume. Well, yes, it is a more mechanically thought out version of Among Us. Like it's one of like several dozen games that came out at this shortly around Among Us.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's already out? They're just releasing it on PlayStation now or something?
Yeah, you can play it on PC.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But I think
I kind of
Among Us did well just because it was so simple. Anybody could just.
Yes, but like,
and it released on mobile.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I mean, this game is PlayStation is. They also announced it's part of their PlayStation Plus connection for the month of November, and I think
December 2, right?
Well, you can get it November 2nd, and then it ends December 6th. So it's part of the November games.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people play it. It's super. It's like if you have fun, if you can, it's one of those games that survives on the strength of the lobby you put together. If you have a bunch of friends playing it, it's probably going to be a fun time. If you're just trying to play it online, it's just like whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm down to try it. It's free.
Yeah,
so.
it's free.
Hey, that's an evening right there. So I might be jumping the gun, but I wonder if this kind of deception kind of game, I wonder if that's going to become the new kind of zeitgeist for smaller titles versus doing battle royale. Because I feel like as an industry we might be moving off of like battle royale style games.
I mean,
no, I don't think we're moving off of it. I just think it's the pond has gotten so overcrowded that it's harder to make a splash. People are still
that's when I say moving off, I mean like there's less like battle royale titles coming out because we have the established battle royale games. Yeah. I don't know. I think next up.
My last. Yeah, I think the issue with social deduction games in general, in them becoming a zeitgeist, is that they're all living in the shadow of Among Us.
Right. That's true. Yeah. I mean, for a long time, a lot of the battle royale games was living in the shadow of Fortnite.
PUBG? Well,
no, yeah, you're right. You're actually PUBG. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And I think Fortnite escaped the PUBG shadow from being a different game and I'll say a better game. And I think with Among Us, I think its simplicity is going to allow it to keep. If these games are still going to be popular, its simplicity is what's going to allow it to be.
You can't introduce too many mechanics because not many people want to.
And then the big issue of these type of games is if you have to keep releasing new content to keep them fresh.
Right. That's true.
They either become a niche thing for a group of friends, or it's like, we gotta release new maps, we gotta do characters, we gotta do all this stuff to keep it fresh. It has to be a game service, or it just can't breathe.
Right.
Yeah.
And Among Us is far easier to keep updating.
Well,
yeah, they have the Fortnite themselves essentially.
Among Us is far easier to update, but their team is so small that they don't update at a frequency that would allow them to breathe.
Right.
Mm.
All right. Next game was Star Ocean: The Divine Force.
I have never played a Star Ocean game. I know of them.
I like Star Ocean games. I think they were the Square version of the Tales type of like action RPG back in the day.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I hate Till the End of Time. That game, like when I tell you that its title is indicative of how long it took me to beat that game, it was like you can talk to it's a good game buried under hours and hours and hours of just backtracking and bullshit that just ruins the experience. I think Star Ocean 5, Star Ocean 4, which is Integrity, which is one of the unfortunate games that Microsoft got their hands on. So it never came to the West on PlayStation. It was just an Xbox game. And I don't think it did well because like immediately after the exclusivity ended, they released the game again on PlayStation with all the that was just a thing that happened with RPGs back in the day. So they played that, and I really like that game. I think that's a much better Star Ocean experience. I think 5 is the one that came out like in the mid range of the PS4 long story short, in the era where Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest are the king of Square games, Star Ocean is a mid-tier game that, like, hey, if you like JRPGs, Square is also putting these out. The last one that came out wasn't that good. But the only thing notable is that it was a game where you could have all 7 or 8 of your party members on the battlefield at the same time.
At one
It's an action RPG. It was like actually interesting on that way. So I'm just interested how they deal with this. To your point, it does seem very Xenoblade-like in terms of the exploration and everything.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Microsoft would try to get that. That's not their.
I mean, that was back when they were trying to fight for Japan.
Yeah.
And so they locked down a lot of RPGs that essentially just couldn't play on PlayStation. And if they did come to, and they rarely came to the West.
Okay, so real quick, I just looked up the Divine Force, and there is a screenshot of what looks like your character and another supporting character on the field at once, fighting the purple lip frog. But yeah. And then lastly,
that's a new racist slur.
Oh no, what have I done? Lastly, they showed Little Devil Inside with Star Ocean is coming out next year. They showed Little Devil Inside with no due date at the end. So this was supposed to be the deep dive.
What are they taking a test? When they have due date?
Oh yeah, you're right. Hey, look, my job bleeds in all the time. Release date is the So yeah, Little Devil Inside. What were your guys' thoughts on this deep dive?
Not really much of a deep dive.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you guys talk before I say anything.
That excited me less than the initial reveal.
Yeah. Yeah. So during our Discord chat about this game, I was saying how like my second look at this game, which happened to be development footage released before the initial trailers, I was all kind of skewed with this. But yeah, like looking at that, I was kind of just like, okay, this is not as exciting as the initial trailer made it seem, which, of course the trailer's going to do that. But like looking at this, it's definitely like I feel like there is a particular mood where this game would be like super appealing. And I just I guess I need to see more of this. I feel like, as Avery said, it wasn't really a deep dive. Like they just showed stuff, but they didn't really explain much of anything.
They explained, but it was not a deep dive. They gave you like a minor overview of what the game's like. I guess it's. I will say before we get into this, because this is the meat. This is essentially what they had to say to play for. Like, if you look at this entire thing, this is what they had to say to play for. This hasn't changed my opinion of the game in terms of how sort of psyched I am. In fact, DJ's little foray into bad information actually metered my expectations of this game even more when I knew it was a Kickstarter. When I learned at the time it was a Kickstarter game, my expectations are now far less in terms of what the scope and build of this game is going to be. And from what they showed, I'm like, okay, if the experience is you traveling around a world map, which based on one of the aesthetics they use, which is a sort of like a Russian nesting doll hopping around a sort of like a risk map situation, if that's one of the aesthetics they can use, allows them to actually make the game bigger than I would expect it if it was a traditional open world. And then it seems like it's instance in that I'm not sure if it's going to be randomly generated or they've created like half a dozen actual like not a half a dozen, like 100 or so individual little locations, but then like points on the map you travel to, it's an instance encounter, and then you're able to interact with that encounter to do minor things, and then you have bigger areas where there are more dungeon-like encounters. This is one of those games where I'm fascinated to peel back the skin off to see more of its systems in depth, because they didn't show much. But I think I'm not impressed, but I'm very interested in what this team is doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem I have with it, just on the face of it, is that this is supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive, and the last PlayStation exclusive we had was Cannon Bridge of Spirits, and that game was just so beautiful, where like on the face of it, it looked like a AAA game, and then now we have this where, as Avery just said, we learned that this game is actually a Kickstarter game, and I feel like having that caveat to this changes my perspective of what to expect for this. So, before understanding that this is a Kickstarter game, just kind of like, oh, this is supposed to be a PS5 exclusive, and I was looking for some of those like pools of like, oh, this is going to be like a quality game. But now knowing that it's Kickstarter, it's just like, okay, they're doing a really good job of making this game. They're making this game to the best of their ability, but it's just understanding that my expectations are very different now. And I think watching this, like, I think some of the scenes was interesting. Some of the scenes were funny, like when the man lured the hero into the basement, and there was a swimming pool in the basement, and he kicked him into the swimming pool, and then there was like tentacles. And now that I think about it, those same tentacles in the old development footage was in the scene where the hero was fishing in the ocean. So that's interesting how they like switched it up. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or whatever. But like there was little hints of like, oh, this looks like a really interesting game. But it just, we pointed out the text was kind of weird. The text was kind of small. There was a point where they pulled out on the overview map and it was like too far. Like there's just that little points of polish that I feel like this game is missing. But because we don't have a release date, I think it might be a thing where we'll get this game whenever they finish. So hopefully when that comes, they'll be able to put that level of polish in to really make this a really, really like impactful PlayStation exclusive. So, you guys have any final thoughts on this state of play?
Nay, sir.
No.
Not really. I think my expectations were at the correct level. I did not. After the last showcase, I was like, I'm not expecting anything big. When I read their little blog about this, I'm like, okay. This very much feels like a showcase in they had extra stuff that they couldn't stuff into their main thing, and we're gonna get our contractual marketing commitments done with this. Nothing really stood out as, wow, this is really amazing. But like for the most part, I didn't see anything that I could just flat out say was mid. I just think it was just like this is it served its purpose. It's not amazing, not great, not bad. It was a show. It was a state of play unanchored with something of merit.
Sean, what was your feelings?
I'm whelmed.
Period.
I was expecting more. I mean, I got my
Yeah.
hopes up earlier because I saw allegedly that they already knew what the games were going to be showed because they updated some games websites like Final Fantasy 16. So I was hoping to see that, but I mean, it's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not upset.
Good
I
you are.
am.
You played
Huh?
yourself.
Oh. Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm pretty much same boat
Sean went.
as you two.
They showed Sean the billboard of the thing and a guy around the corner. Final Fantasy 16 if you want. And Sean was like, yeah, I want that.
Give me 2 of those, please. But yeah, I'm pretty much where you two are. I'm just whelmed. As I said before, I was looking for little devil inside to do more than just whelm me. I think it did a little bit more than just whelm me. So I guess overall that's a positive. Although I feel like the rest of the games that they had definitely could have been blog posts. Like I don't. It's really tough to say that. I mean, I guess the Bug Snacks was pretty cool because that was from a newish game. But the rest of the stuff, I guess Star Ocean too. I don't know. The rest of the stuff just, I guess it just doesn't appeal to me. So maybe there's an audience for those different games, and they're all excited, like people who still play Let It Die if it's still going on. They have a game for them.
I can't tell if that's like an expansion of Let It Die or more Let It Die, like a different game in that branding.
Yeah, that's a really good point. But yeah, yeah. I mean, part of me kind of now think about it. Part of me kind of maybe they should have put that Horizon 2 information into this. That would have been like,
I think
that would have been nice.
But how would they package that? Because they're not showing off anything. They're not showing any brand new content. They're just
yeah. You're right. Yeah. I guess I'm just ultimately wanting a little bit more to like hang on, but right now it's just
it very much feels like an expectations game.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been us reacting to the PlayStation State of Play. We hope you enjoyed our reactions as much as we enjoyed reacting to reactions of reactions squared. In case you want to see or hear or see more of us, you can go to our website at pressxtostarttv.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel at pressxtostarttv.com/YouTube, or you could just look at the video because guess what? You're already there. I gotta change the outro because if they're watching this, they're already there. With that being said, you take care. You be safe. You say hi to your family for me, and
how your moms and them.
You be good. We out.
Hi everyone.